Alright, YouTube, so this video does deserve my undivided attention because it is Cory Kenshin and the allegation apparently falling flat. Now, I know people are probably going to think, well, you were first to cover it when this thing, when it was negative. As I said in the video, I wasn't saying Cory did anything. It was just a shocker to me. And then I gave my thoughts about the whole being a holy man or a God-fearing man persona. Some people really do just wait for you to just crack a little bit so that they can then say you're not holy, that you're not this, you're not that. But anyways, I do see this down at the bottom. That looks pretty interesting. Let's jump straight up into this. I am eating some popcorn, so I'm going to try to mute my mic.
Did you watch me sleep?
Yeah, I actually did something to you while you were asleep too.
What?
I'm sorry. I just got this fetish that I do, you know.
Well guys, welcome back to the greatest channel on the internet, and I think the world just witnessed a speed run on beating allegations, because so far in the big 2.5 and even last year in the medium 2.4, I don't think we've seen allegations debunked this fast like ever, because to my understanding, it hadn't even been a full 24 hours yet, and people were already celebrating Cory X Kenshin beating the allegations. But for those of you who have no idea what I'm talking about, let me explain. If you've ever been on YouTube, then you most likely have heard of the name Cory X Kenshin. He's a very popular YouTuber with over 20 million subscribers, who occasionally likes to disappear from his YouTube channel. But recently, a long-term ex-girlfriend of his came out and said that he was abusive, manipulative, toxic, and even had some SA allegations thrown in there. And she was even making TikToks talking about how Cory had hurt her.
Bacon avocado.
Brother, this guy stinks!
And I'm not the only one, is crazy. And once those allegations were put on the internet, they spread like wildfire.
Cory Kenshin? This can't.
Yo, on everything, bro. Like, I remember they were trying to cancel him for looking at the stylist girl booty. I'm gonna be honest, I look at my stylist booty all the time. If you a man, I'm not gonna do it. But if you female, you cut my hair, this and that, like, bro, alright. I really gotta see why I come to you for real. But all jokes aside, it was such a shocker because I seen it off of TikTok as I was trying to post a TikTok, and I'm like, wow, Cory of all people's got another allegation coming up against him. You know what? Let's just cover it. Be neutral. If it is true, wow. If it's not true, then the Shogun himself has defied the laws of being canceled again. But anyways, let's jump right back into this video.
Be true, bro. I deadass thought this was a saint. But I hear you like doing stuff to people when they sleep. Now look, of course, there's a chance the is lying. But we can't just, what they talking about. We gotta listen to both sides. This deadass, one of the most impactful, biggest YouTubers on the entire earth. And you have allegations like this.
From TikTok to Twitter to Reddit, all these allegations spread very quickly. A bunch of people even made articles about it, which I'm not gonna lie, is kinda insane. And throughout all these articles and TikTok videos and people on Twitter, a lot of people thought that Cory X Kenshin was guilty of the stuff that he was being accused of. And mostly because of videos like this that the ex-girlfriend was posting. POV, you didn't know this was one of the videos you'd look back on and realize he never cared. He just wanted to see how long you'd let him hurt you.
Still on.
It's still on.
Then I woke up again and it was off.
Did you watch me sleep? Did you watch me sleep?
Of course, with this all being now confirmed to be false, like, we have wholesome moments in our photo galleries of us and a person. This is why I'm not really too much of a fan of breakups and things of that nature. Because genuinely speaking, when you break up, some people delete the photos before the breakup. Some people delete the photos after. But it's like, moments like this was harmless. For the most part, of course, when you can see it at face value that he's obviously joking, and likewise she's having a joking manner, and they're just having fun. It's like, oh, you know, that's cute. Like, yeah, this is the proof that y'all dated. But then when you start to say, oh, he's a creep for it, and then like now he's just like, oh, well, you know, I got this little fetish, and I just did it. It gets very cynical, and it's just like, oh my gosh. But Cory is, in my honest opinion, very well mannered and PR trained. Sometimes he says some things, sometimes he does something. But a man who chooses not to curse on YouTube, come on now, he's smart. He wouldn't be doing nothing stupid on the camera. There was only one time I heard Cory before he started getting comfortable saying the word damn actually curse, and that was in a Dash EXP video, because Dash, you don't censor it. And then I had heard him in the little granny versus the kid grandson video. But anyways, let's jump right back up into this, and I'm gonna mute again. Stop talking.
Yeah, I actually did something to you while you were asleep too.
What?
I'm sorry. I just got this fetish that I do. You know,
What?
I didn't hurt you. You're good, right?
What'd you do, Cory?
Just don't worry about it.
Cory?
Good.
Cory, what did you do?
Do nothing. Look, this came right on my face. I didn't do anything.
He did something, and I'm gonna find out on the next episode of...
Now, very clearly, this was just a bad joke by Cory, saying that he did something to her while she was sleeping.
Yeah, I actually did something to you while you were asleep too.
What?
I'm sorry. I just got this fetish that I do. You know.
And once again, I mean, clearly, we can tell that he's joking. I mean, look at his face. He looks like he's about to smile or laugh. But somehow, some way, this got turned into people thinking Cory essayed her while she was sleeping. The caption on the video also isn't doing him any favors, because she's talking about him hurting her, even though it's not in that way. And because of that, people on Twitter absolutely ran with it, with people saying they are grieving the Cory X Kenshin situation, and that they have videotaped proof. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, I don't know what they're talking about. I guess people took that joke of his as a literal confession, which is insane. Did I also mention that this video she posted is from like 2018? So in 2025, she's now posting things from 7 years ago, trying to make Cory look bad. However, at the very least, I am glad that she came out and said Cory didn't essay her, which a lot of people thought from the video, but it still begs to question why she even posted it in the first place 7 years later. And by the way, at this point, Cory still hasn't responded or said anything on the topic. After posting the now deleted video, she also started posting stuff like this. Dear Cory X Kenshin, I didn't want to do this, but I don't owe you my silence anymore. There's no clean way to start, just that familiar weight in my chest while the world kept applauding someone who never showed up for me. I was never part of your world publicly. You made sure I stayed close, just far enough to be invisible. Pause real quick. Can you guys understand how the writing of this makes it seem way more serious than it is? She's making it seem like she was tortured or kidnapped or something way worse, when that isn't the situation at all. Your followers eat up the whole man of faith image you push, but faith without basic...
So remember what I was saying. This is exactly what I was talking about. When she started attacking the whole man of faith image and said that, but faith without basic decency isn't faith, it's just branding. You see, the moment that somebody starts attacking your faith and things of that nature, that's when people are going to be like, oh, wow. Because that's something that people, in all honesty, especially like you're a Christian or whatnot, they want to hear the bad guy story come up out of you. They want to hear that you punch somebody in the face. They want to hear that you, that you suffer from lust. They want to hear that you failed God a couple times. And it's okay that you might have stories like that. We're human beings. But this whole going about it this way, saying that you don't owe him your silence, you don't this, you don't that. Simply put, this kind of activity, while she didn't like post any picture of Cory, maybe in that other video from 2017, 2018, like this is a hit piece on his reputation. And if you really, really, really wanted him to suffer about this, one, like I said, you could have filed a lawsuit. You didn't have to take to the internet about this. If you had actual grounds for a case, file a lawsuit. Outside of that, doing these things, it's just being messy. And he can actually sue you for defamation of character. So, you know. But hey, what do I know? Let me get back to the video.
Decency isn't faith, it's branding. And once again, guys, they dated a long time ago. So all this just feels like very creepy stalker ex-girlfriend vibes. You talk about devotion, but act like hurting people in private doesn't count. That's not devotion, that's hypocrisy. You fooled a lot of people, but not me. Well, clearly she did fool you because that's why you're posting these. And look, she has a lot more slides that I'm not about to read because they're not really that important. But the most important part is you ghosted me, not because you were confused, but to teach me a lesson. You made me feel like I had the strength to earn a reply. Every move was calculated, even if I couldn't see it back then. So essentially, this whole thing can be summed up to she's salty she got ghosted. Like, I'm pretty sure that's what this whole entire thing is about. But don't worry, guys, because this one was only part 1 and she has a part 2 and a part 3. And luckily she's on public again, because when I tried to look at this hours ago, she was on private. So I'm kind of confused why she went back to public, even though she knows she's gonna get a bunch of hate for this. But in part 2, as you can see before I even click on it, it says where it gets worse. And then came the Xbox messages. It wasn't even what you said, it was how you casually said it. Like nothing you'd done had ever left a scar. Like you hadn't already shattered me once and just gotten bored. And on the next slide, we have some Xbox messages, which is apparently from Cory Kenshin and her. Okay, so what's up? You still seeing someone? Why do you ask? Because I'm trying to F your life up some more. What? That was a joke, geez, LOL. I was just asking. Never heard you curse before. That's why you threw me off. And these sadly weren't the only messages, guys. If you keep scrolling, she eventually posted some more DMs of her and Cory X Kenshin. And once again, this all stems from her being mad she got ghosted like 7 years ago. And from the look of some of these DMs, you could probably make the case that Cory is a bad person, but that would be stretching it a lot. There was also supposedly some tweet going around from the ex Panda Ninja that basically says she was lying about the messages, but it was
Plot twist. I have no words. I'm so sorry for the lies about this whole situation. Though the DMs are real, it is not Cory. It was another ex before Cory. I was just so upset on how our relationship ended. No, I didn't cheat on him. We just had some issues. I'm trying to process my trauma. Okay, maybe you should do that without uploading everything online. I, too, sometimes can be on antics with a woman and start to go onto social media and start to post up, man, I'm truly appreciative of my girlfriend, or man, I'm truly this, I'm truly that. Not just because I want her to see it, but to kind of say, hey, maybe I should check in with my boyfriend. Now, I haven't done this all the time. This is something that I could say like in more recent time that I did certain things like this. But you gotta learn how to really sometimes just chill. Like you can't be airing out the dirty laundry on social media, on wherever. You gotta vibe, relax, be cool. Because at the end of the day, like I said, if there's actual grounds for legal issues, get a lawyer, sue. You know, don't do this, whatever the hell this is. And you're very lucky that Cory Kenshin does not try to sue you. Because if he does that, now you know that man got some money now. Hey, you losing that lawsuit. I ain't gonna lie with you, guy. But anyways.
This is a fake account, and I'm not gonna lie, they kind of got me for a second. The part 3 on her page is a thread that's entirely too long, and I really do not feel like reading. But essentially, it's just about another girl. She also claims this is the end of her letter, and that she didn't write this for attention. However, once again, this was 7 to 8 years ago, so there's no reason you should still be thinking of this stuff. It's also the fact that you posted it online for everybody to see because she wanted attention. She also posted this long 4-minute video, which I guess is for clarity.
I just really want to make this clear that, and this is very important, I'm saying this literally with all my heart. This was never about defaming Cory at all.
All right, before we even listen to the rest, it was never about defaming Cory. Okay. If it wasn't about defaming Cory, then why did you upload it? If it was to expose something, once again, that by nature if you're going to expose something, it is going to bring some defaming. It is going to tarnish somebody's credibility or make people's outlook and opinion of this thing change. So you're kind of, being a hypocrite and kind of lying there. But anyways.
It literally was me venting about something that happened to me in the past that did hurt me. I felt at that moment that I wanted to share with people that may have similar experiences like I did. And that's basically it.
I'm not quite sure what happened to Diaries. Like, I don't think.
Good point by the guy making this video. I'm going to be so honest with y'all. Sometimes the best thing that you can do if you're experiencing things is to either record yourself talking about it and venting about it and then delete those videos. Don't keep them on your phone. Record it, act like a content creator. Write it down in a journal, in a log, or actually seek professional help. You have so many ways. People will get back into reading their Bibles and stuff like that to calm the storm and to get over whatever it is that hurt them. But going about it like this, I'm gonna be honest with you, bro. That's immature, and hey, it's just not a very good look. But anyways.
You need to post everything that's happened to you in the past, especially when you know the person you're talking about has a very huge following and this happened 7 to 8 years ago. And it's not even like anything super terrible happened to you. You got ghosted. It happens a lot to everybody. You didn't have some special experience that the world needed to know. You simply just tried to capitalize off his name and it didn't work, which is why you now have your comments off. Cory X Kenshin still never responded to any of these allegations, which is probably what she wanted the most, but yet and still, without saying a word or lifting a finger, Cory has beaten all of the allegations, and people on Twitter and TikTok are now posting stuff like this.
Nigga, if I'm Cory, y'all getting a video a day for a month straight. Because the way y'all niggas locked in to debunk that shit is insane. The allegations dropped on 9 p.m. last night, and it was cleared up by the morning.
So yeah, in other words, she tried, they lied, Cory Kenshin in 5. Goodbye.
Did you watch me sleep?
Alright guys, see you in the next one. Peace.